Welcome back to the HART Sapphire Series for 2021 Round 5 action. Coming to you live from Tallebudgera Rec Centre. My name is Dave Mills, and we've got a great match on tonight between the USQ Jets taking on the QUT and Netball, the new franchise in the league. It is second versus third. The QUT side sitting in second. Joined in commentary tonight by super coach from the South Coast Schools, Kim QUT. Kim, this should be an absolute belter of a game.
Oh, I would actually say it's going to be a cracker of a game. You with the Jets and the Netball, and last week both had some great games. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. I personally am already calling the Jets for the win.
Calling it early.
Calling it early.
Head to head, these two teams have never met because the QUT side are a new franchise. But last week, Jets 52 beat the Thunder 45. You commentated that one, and QUT beat the Tigers by 10, 51-41. The USQ Jets, there's their team. They're the home side for this one. Charlie Bell, ring-a-ding-ding, is the shooter. Beryl Friday, the goal attack. Steph O'Brien is captain and wing attack. Brooke Ham's the centre. McKeely Hock is the wing defence. The defensive end is Siobhan Sherlaw and Bridie Condren, leaving Abigail Houston, Caitlin Pollock, and the very impressive from last week, Lily Cubby, at goal on the bench. Tracy Jeans Fraser is the coach. The assistant is Joe Hope. And the side is looking, the assistant is Nicole Palmer, my apologies. And this side is looking pretty sharp. We've got the QUT sides. The big in for them is Alicia Adams-Tahara. She comes back after personal reasons being in New Zealand. Riley Batchelor-Dore, the goal attack. Dakota Newson is her first start at this level. She's played a couple of games, but this is her first start, the 15-year-old. Helena Veve is the captain. Danielle Taylor is the wing defender. Lenora Misser, the goal defence. Lily Gribble is the keeper. Leaves a bench of Kira Fitzgerald, Josephine Hungerford. That's a big in for them. And Sopo Loma Lama Tutayama Alsop is on the bench as well. Keisha Grant, the normal wing attack, is in New Zealand. She's taking the opportunity with the bubble to show her newborn off to her family, so she's in New Zealand. Coached by Paula Stewart, and the assistant is Sky Catter and Shanoa Stockton, the manager. You're picking the Jets. I'm going with QUT. I must say I am employed by QUT, so I have to actually state that like that. But I think QUT just slightly over the Jets in this big one. So just like to take this opportunity to acknowledge, before we get underway, acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this great game is taking place, and pay our respects for their elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders watching today, people watching today. Claire Johnson, the umpire, Carly Farthing, the other umpire, and Nicholas Stevens is reserve. Where's it won and lost, Kim QUT?
Well, it is going to be won and lost down the goaling end for both teams. Both were dominant last week, and it'll be interesting to see whether or not Cubby gets some game time. She had a fantastic match last week, and it'll be good to see them both shoot their guns out.
Shoot their guns out. Okay. Well, hopefully no one gets hurt. So Charlie Bell versus Lily Gribble and Alicia Adams-Tahara up against Bridie Condren. You reckon whoever wins those two battles will go a long way to winning the match?
Absolutely.
So Hams gets us underway. The Jets with the first centre pass, and they fire it into Bell, but that was a misread by all imagination, and nothing there for the Jets. And Charlie Bell somehow pickpockets that, misses her first shot, but gets her own rebound using that great height that she has. So the Jets eventually get the first. That was a strange first goal, Kim.
It was. It wasn't the traditional straight in. It took a while, but they've got it in, and now we see QUT with possession.
So Houston with it, the youngster, her first start at this level, and she holds her own pretty well. And Adams-Tahara shoots and scores. So that's the first for the QUT side. It's 1-1. We've just started playing. Make sure if you want to join us, like Tanisha Merrick is, you can join us on the Facebook page. Drop us a line, drop us a comment, anything you want, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you want to, for all the news, views and interviews during the week, sapphireseries.com.au, and you can watch these matches back with our YouTube channel, Sapphire Series. So, ball back with the QUT side. Oh, falls to Riley Batchelor-Dore, who celebrated her 19th birthday through the week. Happy birthday to Riley. They get it into Tahara.
QUT are really struggling. They're struggling to get the ball cleanly into that goal circle, and the goalers are coming out and then there's just not enough options to get it back in.
So the ball falls back with Bachelador. She shoots long, as she's renowned for doing, and she gets another one. So 2-1 to the QUT side. Great take there by Houston. So she's on McKeely Hawk, who has a great height advantage over her. I'd say Houston has got her for speed. So it'll be a real battle to see, is it better be faster or taller? As Batchelor takes a long bomb from 2-point range if we were playing it, and gets it. There she is, the birthday girl from the week, and gets her second. And
it's great for her to be taking those shots now and really making the Jets think, okay, how do we stop her? Because she's getting the long shots. If we leave her go close, she'll probably get them in too.
Oh, Coach Killer again, an incorrect throw. We saw one in the early game. And that was disappointing because the QUT side were on a roll. Coach Paula Stewart won't like that.
So the Jets can now feed this into Bell or to Friday.
So the ladder coming to this one, QUT are on 55 points, USQ Jets are on 51. Both teams 3-1. It comes down to bonus points for winning quarters. So Bell Friday with the strap it tape on, shoots and scores. That's her first.
She had a good drive there along the baseline, which was a classic goal attack move.
So the Jets get the first QUT answer with 3 of their own, and the Jets get their second, so it's 3-2. We've played 3. And Sherlaw takes a great intercept there, but throws it away, and it's back with QUT now through Missa to Veve, and she steps. A bad pass from Missa. So caused the step, and that looked like a step too by O'Brien, not called. Hock to Bryan in the pocket. Friday's struggling. They eventually find Bell. Won't shoot from there. Fires it across back to O'Brien, and now back to Beryl. Looks a little hampered with that knee. There's a lot of strapping tape on that. She shoots and scores. It's not stopping the shooting. That's her second. And we're tied up at 3, Kim.
3-3 with just gone 4 minutes nearly of the quarter.
Oh, contact here. No. Is that Taylor? Wing defense, Danielle Taylor.
It's messy from both sides at the moment, so they both just need to settle down and really just get into the flow of their game style.
Charlie Bell, loose-footed, but somehow keeps it in, fires it to Friday.
And then Friday's available again.
Doesn't get it. O'Brien with it, fires to Bell. Bell can't connect. And a little bit loose here by the Jets. That did not look good, that little offensive play.
Bit of a disconnect at the moment between the attackers, so hopefully they can work that out so we get that ball back.
So Gribble gets us underway. They fire it long. Great take there by the youngster Newsom. Veve can't find anyone, and it's a hell ball. Great defense there by the Jets. The back 3 doing a good job.
And that's what we saw last week as well. The Jets really had immense pressure against the Thunder to be able to take that game out. So they're obviously continuing on with that style this week.
You think Jets, you think Charlie Bell offense, Beryl Friday offense, Lily Covey offense, but it really is their defense that wins a lot of matches for them, gives their shooters a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely.
And they've strengthened that this year by bringing in Abigail Houston and Caitlin Pollock up from the Ruby. So they got 4 great circle defenders. As it falls to Bell, speaking of great people, that's a great shot. Ring-a-ding-ding, Charlie Bell's away. So 4-3. QUT led 3-1, 3 straight to the Jets. Long ball in. Oh, well taken there by Adams Tahara.
So it's good to see that the Jets are taking on that defensive pressure and getting the ball straight into that circle.
The Mizuno momentum shift on that goal. If you look in the background there, the Jets are having a little dance there, warming up. And another goal there. Keeps the margin at 1, 5-4. Newsom looks back, finds Gribble. Taylor. Oh, Veve, the pass to Bachelador. She pulls it in with ease.
Goal for goal at the moment, which is great. So it's a nice, tight contest with just 9 minutes to go.
5 each at the moment.
And a nice long bomb over to Bell.
It's going to be a shootout, I'm thinking there, Kim.
Absolutely. I think similar to the last match, it'll be a goals game. Must be the venue.
It must be. Of course, we're at a sold-out Tallabudgera Rec Centre. Earlier, the Bull Sharks took care of the Wildcats.
Great intercept there.
54-43. And simultaneously at the moment is a game up in Townsville between the Tigers and the Rays. So 6-5 early stages. Ball back with QUT. Taylor gets caught for the contact by O'Brien. Miso with it.
Great defence there by Bell.
Both out of play now. Obstruction call. So
good hands over though.
Should
good
be some
hands over.
free people somewhere. Oh, Batchelor as well. It was going to be over at 2/3. The pass is that strong.
A give and go, and she actually gets it back in the circle.
Shoots and scores. Riley Batchelor owned that goal. So 6-all. And the Jets with it now. Friday looks in, finds Bell. That's about the limit of her range. She shoots and scores. So Bell, after a little bit of a nervous start, has hit 4 straight. We've got a replay ball on Batchelor. Doesn't like it, throws it at the feet of McKeely Hock. So now her and Shirley will bump bodies. Hams with it, fires it down.
Great defence there.
So, of course, the Jets, grand finalists last year, runners-up. Are you thinking that their experience might be proven against a new team?
Yeah, I think their experience and just the way that they won last week as well has put them in good stead for today's game.
So QUT with it now. They go long through Gribble. Back to Lenore Misser. There. Great hustle here on defence from the Jet side.
And I love seeing the hands over from everyone in the team to try and really slow the ball down.
So There eventually fires it in. Adams Tahara can't handle it. Condren got a hand on it. Batchelor, oh, one-handed.
Her height is definitely an advantage there.
As we've said, you can't coach height. And there she is. Alicia Adams Tahara. Loose pass here from the Jets. I think that was O'Brien that threw it.
It's 7 apiece.
7 each. And Gribble back to Taylor. And we've got 6:27 to play. There's a towel. Oh, and Newson has taken a hard fall here, the 15, and there's a caution on McKeely Hock. So
it's an early caution too.
Yeah, we've only just played 8 minutes. So nearly 9 minutes. Newson gets up. That was a hard fall. McKeely Hock copped a caution for that one. We're now waiting for, it looks like we're waiting for the sponge to come out. No, she has to go off. Must have been a time call. So Newson goes off briefly.
The towel as we wipe up.
Yeah, to think, I wonder if Fitzgerald or Hungerford would be coming on. Can't quite tell at this stage. So the ball with the QUT side. We've had a break in play. There's about 6.5 to go.
It's interesting that the Jets are really forcing QUT to find options rather than there being options.
So Condren call for the contact on Alicia Adams Tahara. It's Fitzgerald's gone to WA for the QUT side. Of course, Josephine Hungerford played with the Thunder last year, and she's now with this QUT side. I don't know for how long. She was finishing her degree, so she retired. And like so many other people that have retired, they've come back.
It's a thing, I think.
It's trendy. You get the going away party, and then you come back and
the welcome back party.
Exactly. Charlie Bell misses that one, and Misser gets the rebound.
And gets called for contact.
So QUT 8-7, 4:36 to play. Join us on the Facebook. Drop us a line like Deborah Tutuyama has. She is Sopo's sister, and her family have watched every QUT game online. And she especially appreciates the efforts we've had trying to pronounce her name correctly.
Excellent. It's all to you, Dave, so well done.
This goes out to your family. Sopo, Aloma, Lama, Tutuyama, Alsop. I hope I got that right. So thanks for joining us. We are going global. So
and trending? Global and trending?
Yes, indeed. We had 17,000 views on the match of the round last week, so that's incredible.
That's fantastic.
So the ball with the QUT side, with the Jets, through Hock. She's already copped a caution. It's now with Bell, and Bell scores. Is it just me, or does Beryl Friday look a little bit hampered with that knee?
I think it's restricting her movement, and it's frustrating her because she obviously is very active in a game, and she knows that she actually can't be at that ultimate. However, obviously, they wouldn't put her out if she can't play, if she can't do her job. So she's out there and doing her best.
So, of course, the Tutahama family are in Samoa at the moment. So Adams gets another one. So QUT lead it by 2. They're 9-7. Adams gets her 5th. They are yet to miss a shot, the QUT side. Bell's missed a couple. Beryl 2 from 2. So we've got a contact call on the other side of the court. It falls to Hams. Veve is out. Beryl doesn't get it. They go to O'Brien. Missa working her over. Now the obstruction call. Smart play there by Friday.
And just another goal to Friday.
She's 3 from 3. And the Jets get another one back. Batchelor pulls that one in well from Fitzgerald. It's going to be a close one, Kim.
It is. And it's at 10-8. It's going to be interesting to see who takes out this first quarter and get those bonus points.
So Batchelor says it's going to be me. And it's 11-9 in favour of QUT at the moment.
And Bell's going to go for another mid-range shot.
Oh,
that was rejected.
Gribble uses the elevation, pulls it, swats it out of the hands. Haven't seen that one for a little while. That's great elevation by Gribble on Charlie Bell, one of the tallest players in the league. And she can't handle the ball on the throw-in. So, Lily Gribble, pretty impressive, Kim.
That was very impressive. And as an attack coach, I'm very impressed. So I don't give much credit to defenders, and that was pretty impressive.
At least you're honest.
I am.
So, the ball goes into Adams Tahara. You can write all complaints to kimcalcott@hotmail.com. So, 12-9, QUT on a bit of a run here.
Well, we all know that the goalers are the princesses of the game.
You said that, not me. I'm not Ricky Stewart, so I'm not going to say that at all.
No, we're not.
So, Alicia Adams Tahara gets goal number 13. They are on a run, QUT. Abby Houston's coming on goalkeeper for the Jets. Condren to goal defence. Siobhan Sherlaw to the bench. Friday takes a ball down low. They need a settler here. They need a Mizuno momentum shift. They go to their gun in Charlie Bell. And she walks to the hoop and looks to shoot and can't. It's back with the QUT side.
Another deflection though. QUT are really putting that pressure on at the moment.
Deflection by Gribble?
I believe so, yes.
Gribble does brilliantly. That's her second big one in this quarter. Oh, but Abby Houston read that one like a John Grisham. So I nearly said telephone book, but no one reads that
No,
anymore.
I think some people out there will be like, what is a telephone book?
Indeed. So Batchelor shoots, it rings out. That's her first miss of the game. But who's there but her partner in crime in Adams Tahara, and she gets it the putback. It's 14-9. They lead by 5. Jets need to get a stop. Not long to go before quarter time. That's a big shot from Tahara Adams. She can't get it. It's loose, but somehow Batchelor in traffic. And draws the obstruction on Houston. There is a problem. So Adams gets her first miss, and the rebound by Batchelor. Hock pulls that one in somehow. O'Brien fires it across. Friday wants the ball back, doesn't get it. They go to Bell. That's good work by Friday. Open it up for Charlie Bell. And Bell will have an opportunity to score here once they get the ball back.
Definitely seems to be some stagnation at times when they're getting the ball down to the attacking. So hopefully they can fix that as well.
So Bell gets the answer, breaks the run. It's 15 to, 10. I think, 10.
Yeah.
So Charlie Bell, a little bit hot and cold today.
QUT are absolutely using the speed to their advantage at the moment.
They go long, and Houston does well on the much taller player. And not long to go. They fire it in. There. Adams can finish the quarter, and does. Adams Tahara gets another goal. That's number 16 for QUT.
And that is quarter time.
Quarter time, a late run in the last part of the quarter makes the margin. I've got 16 to 10. The scoreboard
correct,
says 15 to 10. Maybe that last goal didn't count.
We'll find out.
We'll stay at 15 to 10. Jets started well. QUT answered the challenge and lead 15 to 10 at quarter time, possibly 16 to 10. We'll get confirmation of that.
Yes.
All to be done by the Jets side in the second quarter. We'll come back after this very brief message. Welcome back to the Telebudger Rec Centre for the HART Sapphire Series 2021 Round 5 match. It's second versus third. QUT Netball in second, taking on the USQ Jets third. And it's been all QUT, you know, in the latter part of that quarter, and they lead 16-10. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Kim Calcott. Kim, you picked the Jets. QUT doing the business at the moment.
They are at the moment, and they're really using their speed to the advantage. But what the Jets are good at is coming back. And it will be good to hopefully see them put that pressure back on to QUT to get some turnover ball and convert those turnover balls. They've got great shooting end with Bell, with Friday, and if they need to with Cubby as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they make any changes starting into the second quarter.
Well, they've made a change defensively. They got Abby Houston on, so they obviously saw that as a potential they need to fix up. So they've done that. But whether they make further, Sherlaw's standing there. Maybe she is coming back on. We'll soon see. Shooting stats, we'll start with QUT, 16 of them. They're 16 out of 18, 10 from 11 for Alicia Adams-Tihara, and 6 out of 7 for Riley Bachelador. For the Jets, 3 out of 3 for Beryl Friday. Not a lot of volume. She's creating a lot for Charlie Bell. But Bell, 7 from 11, something we don't see a lot of. She's missed a few that she would normally get. So she's 7 from 11. And that swat by Lily Gribble seems to have maybe just gotten her head a little bit.
Oh, definitely. And I think what that does happen with goal is if the defender gets on top of them for a couple, then it kind of takes a while to get back sometimes.
So we're away with the Jets. They start the second quarter. A great run there by O'Brien. And Hams at centre. So Jets need to answer and answer well.
Here they go through the hands of Bell.
And Bell misses again. So a missed shot there.
Tipped out by QUT though, so
yep,
position back to the Jets.
So Friday wants the throw in. And Hams with, Brian with it, finds Friday. She hasn't missed and still doesn't, but not getting a lot of the ball. Creating a lot for Charlie Bell though, by creating space and driving it, you know, opening it up for her, which is probably a GA's role in a lot of ways.
It'll be interesting to see if that's also due to her knee.
True, good point. So Alicia Adams-Tihara gets us going for the QUT side, so we're 1-1 in this quarter. And 17-11 is the actual game score. Bell pulls that one in. There you go.
She seems to have lost some confidence there.
She does indeed. She threw that one back, probably would normally shoot it. Dribble contact, so she'll get a chance here, Bell. And shoots and scores. So Charlie Bell gets her first for the quarter.
Hopefully that will now just put her onto a run.
So Veve gets us going again. Bachelador with it. She looks down. And the long ball. Oh, that was Condren. I wouldn't throw a ball up there for Condren. She'll eat them all day.
Definitely had her eyes up and reading that, so causing some havoc for QUT down that defence end for Jets.
So Condren played a game for the Fever last year when they were up here in the bubble. And that ball, oh, that was actually coming off QUT last. Condren didn't realise. So the throw-in now goes back to QUT through Bachelador. Both sides a little bit scrappy coming out of the break, Kim.
They are. Hopefully, again, we settle down quite quickly to get some clean netball. And as we say that, Bachelador just gets a goal.
Riley Bachelador gets another one for her. She's now 8 from 9 for the match, 2 from 2 this quarter. And Hams with it, finds Bell. Bell doesn't want to pass, doesn't want to shoot, sorry, so passes out. Now they're into the triangle offense. Dribble doing an incredible job on her. Now they've switched Misa's on, and they've got an obstruction call on Gribble on Friday.
Oh, what a shame. Bell was in the perfect
Under
position
the
there.
post.
Oh.
So Friday here will probably look to pass off. She does. Charlie Bell pulls it in and scores. So Charlie Bell gets another goal, her second for the quarter. It's 18-13.
And too much on that centre pass, and now the transition over to the Jets.
QUT turnover. Jets with it. Oh, Keely Hock grabs it, fires it across to Hams. Into Bell. She fumbles
replay.
it. Is it replay? It is not called. It was passed off to Friday, who scores.
Capitalises on that.
So Beryl Friday yet to miss. Margin back to 4. It was 6 at the quarter time break. They own it by 2 at the moment, the Jets.
The Jets are literally putting their Jets on.
Without anyone laughing. the ball with the Jets again. It falls to Bell on the floor, and now Friday with it. So, and it is a goal to the Jets. Or assume Friday scored it. We're having a few little technical difficulties. The internet on the coast playing up just a bit for us. Long ball to Veve. Veve fires it in, finds Bachelor in the back space. Houston lost her. And the long shot there by Bachelor. And it goes in. So
QUT seem to have also picked up a bit of what they do well, and that's hands over, putting the pressure and really forcing QUT to make those really minor errors, but those minor errors are causing a major change in regards to the fact that USQ are now 1 goal behind.
So it was 6, it's now 1. So yeah, they're winning this quarter by 5, and we'll try and read the lips of Paula Stewart there.
Yeah, I think Paula's probably saying, okay, girls, just take a step back and let's really just calm ourselves down and look for our options, and let's not force the ball into an area we don't want it to be in.
I think she's saying, why don't you join us on the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page and drop us a message, drop us a line, and we will envisage to get back to you. Or she's saying, if you want to see some great pictures through the week, go to the Sapphire Series Netball Instagram, or it's called the Gram, or the Insta, whatever you want to call it. And she's probably saying, make sure you watch this game back on our YouTube channel at Sapphire Series. Just type that in the search bar for YouTube.
No doubt.
I'd say that's what she's saying.
And she's probably saying we're going to be on that featured, so we need to make sure we're staying strong.
So it's a 1-point game, 18-17, and the ball back with the QUT side. They were on a bit of a roll at 16-10. They look like they're going to pull away with it. But through some incredibly good play by the Jets, they fought their way back. Houston's made it a bit harder for Adams Tahara. And as I say that, the easy pass in. So,
another goal.
So Adams Tahara gets another one.
I think what I love about Houston at the moment is she's really keeping active and really making those mid-quarters difficult in getting a pass into there. As I say, that Bell's just got another goal.
Indeed. Are you going to say they're confusing the space?
That's the one.
That's a very common netball term. So
it's the sea air.
Indeed. So, oh, Houston there does well, forces a turnover. Adams Tahara can't pull it in. So, and this is a chance to tie it up here. 19-18 in favour of QUT at the moment. And Jets with the ball. Their centre next. Could be leading the match very shortly. It's been a great fight back by the Jets, showing why they're a championship contending side. Oh, Nissa nearly picked that out of the air. Very unselfish play by Friday to Bell. Oh, ring-a-ding-ding. We're tied up at 19s. And Charlie Bell happy with that one.
She's starting to get her groove back. You can tell she's getting a bit more confidence now when she's releasing the ball.
Bit of a shaky second quarter, but now, first quarter, but now, oh, Gribble in a back.
Interesting. Not
called by the umpire. They throw it to Taylor, but back at you, O'Brien.
Oh.
The captain using her speed, and Friday, as calm as a cucumber, just pops that into Bell.
Bell makes sure this time it is a goal.
No knees in the back for Charlie Bell on that one, and there we go.
Now that sees the Jets out by 1.
Indeed. So, if you're on the Facebook and having a few technical difficulties, go to our YouTube channel and you'll get a clearer picture. And
uncharacteristic mistakes here from QUT, so that all credit to the pressure that the Jets are putting onto them at the moment.
Adams missed the last couple. I can't find her at the moment. You'd have to say that Houston's doing a top job on her.
Absolutely.
And Condren is shutting down Bachelor as well. So the QT offense just stagnating a little bit. O'Brien chases that one down but can't keep it in. The ball back with QUT. And if O'Brien can't get it, no one can. She's lightning as well.
Last week, O'Brien was one of the game changers for the Jets, so it's good to see that she's continuing on with that form.
So the ball with QUT at the moment. Low camera angle. Great pitches here from our team at Double Take Sport. There's the turnover. The Jets just picking the ball off at will at the moment. Condon pulls that one in. Finds O'Brien. Hands over there. Danielle Taylor. Ooh. O'Brien again.
She's in the thick of every play at the moment, O'Brien, which is
had the afterburners on. Bell pops nicely. Fires it back. Hams back to Friday. Yet to miss a shot. And made a good 3 inches there and shoots this time and scores. Great play by Beryl Friday. And the Jets lead it 20 all. 20 all. That's according to the scoreboard in the background. So it's a tight one. So a lot of contact call here on the QUT side. Out of play a lot as Charlie Bell gives the lead to the Jets. They've definitely got this second quarter under control. So 21-20 in favour of the Jets. QUT looking to answer.
QUT using this speed once again to get that goal.
Alicia Adams-Tahara pulls that one in and scores. So only the 5th goal to the Jets side. Sorry, the QUT side in this quarter. Charlie Bell, long lunge,
yes.
Gets it, gets the shooter's roll, big smile on the dial. So 22-21, Charlie Bell is now in that unstoppable form that she can get in. She's scored her last 9 straight.
The Jets are out to a 12-5 lead of this quarter.
12-5, they're winning it by 7. So Jets got the afterburners on in this one. So that's a better joke, afterburners.
Yeah, afterburners, yeah.
A missed shot there by Friday, and Gribble contacts Charlie Bell on the rebound.
The attack ends are working much more smoothly now as well down the Jets end, which is a positive for them.
Friday takes the time, walks to the hoop, gives it to Charlie Bell. And Bell scores. Ball back with the Jets. They lead by 2, 23-21. Condon with it. O'Brien, been a real captain's knock this quarter. Hams, the bit of an unsung hero, does a lot of work. Oh, loose pass there. O'Brien picks it up, finds Friday. There's Bell open. And while she has double team, they still got it to her. She is putting on a clinic this quarter on the QUT defenders. And Charlie Bell gets the margin out to 3, 24-21.
O'Brien's drives up from the pocket up to the top and then back onto the circle is just absolutely brilliant at the moment.
QUT just not really respecting the ball at the moment. They're literally just throwing it at will. Bachelor door there, that should never have been thrown. So
quick 1-2. Back to Bachelor door.
And she gets a Mizuno momentum shift goal. They needed that. So Bachelor gets the 22nd. We're inside the last 4 minutes. There's a turnover. QUT coming back hard. Looking long. There's Veve. Finds Fitzgerald. Oh, Adams doesn't want to shoot that. So doesn't. That's to no one. This is what I mean. They're not respecting the ball at the moment. Might have been a hand in there, but still should have been a better connect. There was 2 on 1 on the circle.
And as you said before, Jets are confusing that space in the goal circle for QUT, and they're just not having the options.
So O'Brien fires it to the pocket where she finds Friday. And, Beryl Friday under the ring. Beautiful triangle offense. And I tell you what, the Jets are looking impressive at the moment. Friday's starting to get a little bit freer on that knee. And that is not a good sign for the QUT side. If Beryl can start moving like we know Beryl can.
Exactly.
So QUT with it now. Oh, again, loose play by them. That was a loose pass.
Contact from Houston.
On the almost step. Is that Josephine Hungerford coming on at wing attack for them? I think it is.
Yes, I think so.
So Hungerford at wing attack. We haven't seen Newsom back. She was good. Copped a knock from, I think it was McKeely Hock. They fire it across. Veve with it. Bachelor door. Oh, another misread. Eventually it gets to Adams-Tahara. It's looking all very hard for the QUT side at the moment.
Yeah, the mid-court for QUT are really struggling to find their 2 goalers and really doubting their positioning. So hopefully that the QUT 2 goals can really start to read off each other again to get into position.
It's funny, isn't it? We were saying exactly the same thing about the Jets towards the end of the first quarter. So it's definitely been a game of 2 quarters.
And the dominance, however, of Jets this quarter has been outstanding.
So Friday draws a contact from Misa. She'll step in and shoot. Oh, dribble, but never 3 feet. So that's, in the end, quite wasteful because it just took Charlie Bell under the ring.
All her Macaulay Culkin.
Indeed. So Bell gets another one. If I'm correct on my stats, that's 12 straight for her. She missed the first one of this quarter. And there's a held ball. It's all starting to unravel here for the QUT side through great defense being shown by the Jets side. A real team effort at the moment. So Charlie Bell's calling for it. Sorry.
You can see that that's what they've been working on, because as I said last week, they did the same thing. And so they've obviously been just refining it, and it's building each match and each quarter.
Very expensive. There's a lot of obstructional contact calls here on the QUT side as Friday just pops along the goal line and shoots and scores. Beryl Friday, the margin is starting to blow out. It's absolutely, it's 4 at the moment. We've got 1:06 to play. Jets can, this has been a massive turnaround. They were down by 6, they now lead it by 4. A 10-goal swing in 15 minutes of netball. Pretty impressive, Kim Colcott.
It is. It's just 17-7 is just not a normal quarter, you'd say, for QUT at all.
Indeed. Make it 18-7 as Beryl Friday gets another one. So this is the Jets netball we know and love. And it looked like it was missing in the first. But boy, whatever was said at quarter time by Tracy Jeans Fraser has certainly got them rocking and rolling.
A 2-on-1 situation here for QUT, so.
Batchelor shoots and scores a Mizuno momentum goal. They needed it. 28-24. Ball back with the Jets now. There's not long to go this quarter. Keely Hock with it. Hams will go long. Finds Friday on the fly.
Bell's just been caught out of position there.
And a slight turnover here. Falls away of QUT. As the siren sounds for half-time. Wow, Kim, what a quarter by the side from Ipswich. The Ipswich Jets, USQ Jets, brilliant. They win the quarter by how much, Kim?
They have won 18-8.
18-8, they win it by 10. They lead by 4. QUT with it all to do in the second half. And we will see what happens when we come back from these very brief messages from our sponsors.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in the game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back. It's HART Sapphire Series 2021 netball action coming to you live from the Talabudra Rec Centre. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Kim Colcott. We're calling one of the best matches this round. It's the USQ Jets taking on the QUT netball. Kim, it was all QUT in the first. They led at 16-10. An 18-8 quarter to the Jets gives them a margin of 4. What are we seeing, Kim?
That's actually a turnaround that it's phenomenal turnaround, and I think it's all credit to every single player on court for the Jets. They've all put on that defensive pressure and they're moving that ball nice and confidently down to their attack end, and Bell and Friday are just, again, on a tear.
On a tear. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. So let's talk about Bell and Friday. The shooting stats, that quarter, Charlie Bell came out. She was 7-11 in the first. She missed her first shot. She was 7 of 12. And then something just clicked. She's now hit 12 straight, so she's 12 for 13 for that quarter. Beryl Friday, 6 from 7. So overall, that quarter, the Jets 18 out of 20. for the match, 28 out of 33. That's impressive. QUT, on the other hand, they were $1 million in the first one. They were 16 out of 18. That one, they shot 100% for the second quarter. 5 from 5 to the shooter, 3 from 3 to the goal attack. But overall, 24 out of 26, just not getting the volume. We talked about it in the commentary. There just seems to be a disconnect between the mid-quarters and the shooters at the moment.
Hopefully that will change now in the halftime break. It would be interesting to see if Paula makes any changes to that lineup to see if we can get some more movement. And also their defence, just to ramp back up again, hands over every ball.
She's very astute coach, Paula Stewart, so if there's a change needed, she'll make it. So just want to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. The HART Sapphire series is sponsored by HART Sports. They are our major sponsor. Legasic Jewelers, Mizuno for the great shoes, Mount Franklin, our beverage provider. Parade, do you drink that? It's good stuff.
Yeah, blue. Blue is my favourite colour.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a lemon man. And Bondi White, the vitamins. And Barrel Friday seems to be personally sponsored by Strap It. She's got a lot of their tape on. And, of course, our broadcaster for all these amazing pictures you're seeing is Double Take Sport. So join us on the Sapphire Series Facebook page. Give us a comment. We were having a few issues with it. I think technically we might be able to go back to that. So join us and drop us a line. So that'd be great. And throughout the week, if you want to see all the news, views, interviews, the draw, where we are and all that sort of stuff, you just go to the Sapphire Series website. Speaking of tomorrow, we're heading to the Caloundra, going up to the university up there for another great match. It's the undefeated Cougars taking on the 4th placed Thunder. That will be a good game. They're 3-1, Cougars 4-0. Thunder have got some big ins, none bigger than Binny and Hunt. She's back into that side, so that'll be a great match. So make sure you get your backside courtside for that. Get your tickets through sapphireseries.com.au, and remember, any games that are played at Nissan Arena is a cashless venue. So you can turn up with a massive wheelbarrow full of money, and whilst I'll personally take it, you won't be able to buy a thing. So bring your card, your phone, or whatever you use for that. All of our venues are COVID safe and following COVID safe practices. Next week, it's a big, big week. We're heading north again. We're going to Morayfield Sports and Events Centre. Again, we've got 3 games up there, and Townsville at home to the Cougars. So 3 p.m. next Saturday, it's the Tigers taking on the Sharks. Sharks will be looking for 3 in a row. Wildcats, they'll be looking to bounce back against the USQ Jets. The Rays at home to the Cougs. That'll be a tough game for them. And then a pretty big match, USC Thunder and QUT Netball. That's the main game from 7. So hopefully we'll have your company through all those, either getting your backside courtside or on all of our viewing channels, and there are plenty to watch.
What are you expecting to see in this second half, Dave?
Well, I can't. Everything's with the Jets at the moment. Maybe sometimes, you know, as a coach, you say there's a scoring end. Well, we'll see if that's the case. If the if the QUT side bounce back hard here, and they score a lot of goals, you'd have to say maybe that's true. But I don't know. I just think it's all with the Jets at the moment. So QUT, you go to the bench. It's not the biggest bench I've ever seen. I'd probably bring Newsom back on to get a bit of speed back in that offensive end. And they have. That's exactly what they've done. So that'll probably help open up the front end a little bit, and they might find Adams Tahara a little easier. Bachelor got caught behind a few times there in the second quarter, so she might come out a little bit more. So hopefully that'll help their performance in this one. But as we say it, they've turned it over immediately, and it looks like Houston will give us underway through a throw-in.
Houston's having a great game since she's come on, so really putting that pressure.
Speaking of coach, Tracy Jeans-Fraser, she said she's been a massive improver in the side and loves having her there, and she's doing a lot of great things on the best shooters in the league. So, and today she's on one of the goods in Alicia Adams-Tahara and doing a great job. That's where they sort of changed the game a little bit. So the first goal belongs to Bachelor. So
cuts the margin by 1.
QUT with it all to do. The margin is 3 at present. 28 to 25. Charlie Bell, ring-a-ding-ding. That's 13 straight for her.
That was a great pass from goaler to goaler.
It was an unusual start by Charlie Bell, but boy, she lit it up in the second quarter. That's a sign of a great champion. So Adams Tahara got a fingernail on it. Doesn't think she did, but the ball back with QUT. Sorry, back with the Jets. And Houston again. We have a problem.
It is Houston, we have a problem.
So, and Condren, who's done a great job on Bachelor, shut her down well in the second quarter. And still with the Jets. They lead it by 4.
And there's O'Brien caught in the pocket.
And Beryl Friday. Haven't seen the youngster at any stage really cubby in this game. And Beryl is saying, you probably won't because I'm going to keep playing like this. So
Doesn't look as though that knee is hampering her at all.
it did in the first quarter, but she's loosened up beautifully and is really starting to fire on all cylinders.
And having said that,
No, Taylor contacts on the outside.
ooh,
Probably didn't need to. She was never going to get the ball. And we called time because the ball's rolled its way to Perth. Oh, there it is. It's back. Back from the surface.
express post.
Indeed. Friday does a little sneaky pass with Hams, gets it. She's been shooting well. And the double obstruction. Shoots again, and Beryl Friday, probably the best game I've seen her play this year.
Bit of a magic touch there today.
Indeed. So, unlike Irvin from the last game, she's got the magic. So, a long ball over to Newsom. She's back on the court now. Sat all the second quarter out. Oh, Condren swats it from the hands of Bachelador. Not happy, but there was good distance shown there and great timing by Condren. So,
Jets are out by 5, and now with their possession, they could take it up to 6. Really making it hard for QUT in this quarter.
their centre next as well. Beryl Friday. She's wound the clock back. It's like she's back in the Firebirds. And here come the Jets with Hams at centre, and there's O'Brien. Cracks it into Charlie Bell. Goal 14 straight to Charlie Bell. The Jets are pulling away with it here. They lead by 8. QUT need to change the momentum. What do you do, Kim Colcott?
Well, if I'm QUT, I wouldn't be throwing balls away like that.
You wouldn't be throwing that into the Heart Sports sign?
No.
Okay.
I think what's happening here is that the Jets are using speed more effectively than QUT are at the moment. QUT are just throwing the balls away and not taking the time with finding their options.
They certainly aren't protecting the ball, and they're not valuing the possession. Unlike the Jets, who every play is, they grab it with 2 hands and they really seem like they want it.
And they're being patient. They're not forcing it in. And
So
the result is?
another goal to Beryl Friday. So it's Friday on a Saturday. She is dominating. Clearly the best game I've seen her play this year. Haven't seen all the Jets games, but
And another goal. Just a quick throw there by Friday into Bell.
it's a clinic at the moment. And it's the Jets taking off and flying high.
10-goal lead.
In the blink of an eye, this is what Cougars do to teams, and the Jets showing their championship credentials by doing the same thing. A Mizuno momentum goal shift there to Alicia Adams-Tuhara. Only the second this quarter to the QUT side. And they have it all to do. So I guess our theory about the shooting end is not going to happen.
No, not at the
That was
moment.
complete rubbish.
I think it's just the Jets' end, really.
It's the Jets' end. Benny and the Jets. It's Beryl in the Jets at the moment as she sinks her 5th straight this quarter. 3 from 3 in the first, 6 from 7 in
And
the
that was
second,
a nice tip there.
and 5 from 5 in the third thus far. And the ball is with QUT. They're struggling to get it in. Bachelador coming further and further out of the circle. Adams now, not even confident to shoot from there.
So it's interesting to see what's happened with the turnaround. The defence end are now causing doubt with the goal, which was what's happening with the Jets in the first quarter.
Absolutely. Bachelador misses one she normally makes. So it's falling apart a little bit for the QUT side at the moment. And
Break in play while they get the ball.
a nice shot there by Adams. That breaks the momentum a little bit. Gets the margin back to single digits. It's 36-27. Unfortunately, that's only the 3rd goal for the QUT side in this quarter. And Taylor does well here. Maybe this is the momentum shift. Can this kickstart their quarter?
And that's just exactly what they needed.
Taylor driving hard. Newsom fires it across to Bachelador. And this time they find Adams a little easier. And Adams scores. So 2 in a row now to the QUT side.
And centre pass to QUT, so it may be able to get 3 in a row.
Looking for 3 straight, but the captain O'Brien, unbelievable play by her. pickpocketed Hungerford.
Came from nowhere.
Literally. Oh, Friday gets her hands on it. Ball with Verve. No, they've taken it off her. They give it to O'Brien. The Jets side just hungrier for the ball. And Veve gets one back. Chases it down. Goes to Charlie Bell. And we've got a contact call on Bell. Pinch me. What's going on here, Kim?
Getting a bit scrappy, so
O'Brien gets one back. No, push off there on O'Brien.
We're seeing a few contacts now. They're all getting a bit tense on court.
Indeed, it is.
Step ball replay. Which one of those?
So another turnover. This time it goes the way of the Jets. And another turnover back for QUT. So we are having some interesting ping pong netball at the moment, Kim.
Yes, and hopefully QUT now will use it to their advantage to get the goal.
So Hams contacts Newson on the outside of the circle. She'll feed the circle. And the goal is scored. We're not sure whom by. We'll say it was Adams. And Condren on the fly.
Now hopefully Jets will just settle it down. They've had a few goals scored against them.
Margin back to 8. It was 10. They had a chance to go to 11. Didn't take it. Now back to single digits.
So hopefully they can just work it back in, get that, regain that confidence and just take that shot.
Top of the circle with Hams. She looks in. Nothing on offer. Has to go to a partner in crime in O'Brien. Friends on the court, friends off the court. Great connection between those two. Friday misses one. Misa picks it up. Misa's gone to a goalkeeper there, I've just noticed.
So it'll be interesting to see now how the Jets recover. And like that, they get the intercept.
They recover with a Macaulay Hock intercept, and Veve gets one straight back. Probably someone needs to call a timeout and just settle. Adams Tahara pulls that one in. Here come QUT, back to 6. 36 to 30. This quarter's not done. We've got 6:12 to play. QUT working hard.
The Jets are only up by 2 in this quarter.
Adams scores another one. That's 5 straight for her. Wow, what are we watching? This is the most pendulum swinging game of netball I've seen in ages.
And now
we've got a sponge coming out. Looks like there's some bit of sweat on the court.
That or some ocean spray just down from Palm Beach.
From Palmy. Speaking of Palmy, could go with one tonight. If anyone's out there wanting to, if you want to plug a free fee for Davo. So the ball back with the Jets.
So QUT have just upped the pressure and really forcing the Jets now to look for other options instead of straight down the court.
They have indeed. Margin is 5.
Just made it into Friday's hands.
So
maybe this is the settler that Jets needed.
Let's hope so. So the Jets, you picked them. I went QUT. And their margin is 5. So what's the quarter time? That's
it's
they lead up by 1, yeah?
Jets? 9 to 7, sorry, in this quarter. They're up by 2.
They scored again there through Tahara Adams. Tahara,
up by
sorry.
1. Up by 1 now this quarter.
O'Brien with it, looks in, can't go, has to go back to Hock. Great patience being shown here. They're double teaming, no, they put Missa on Bell. That seems to slow it down a little bit, but she'll probably would give away a few more than Gribble will. And Bell misses, but gets one back on the rebound and the contact as well. So Charlie Bell, that's her first miss in 16. So 16 out of 17, that's pretty impressive. And a turnover.
Yes, foot wasn't completely in the circle.
Tell me, what do we call that? Coach killer, perhaps?
That's just too much speed.
Too much speed.
Not even a coach killer, just too much speed.
O'Brien passes it on fortuitously to Beryl Friday to Bell, who hinks another one. She's happy with that. Gives herself a high five. So Charlie Bell.
So momentum swung back the Jets' way now, and they've just gone back to their style, looking at better options and moving the ball a lot more confidently than in that patch the last few minutes.
Silky skills by Friday. And the ball is with the Jets. They look in, and a goal to Charlie Bell, I'd say. And Charlie Bell having some match. Newson can't pull that in. Condren, too much pressure on her. There's a big height disparity between Condren and Hock on Newson. Great intercept there by Misa. Here they go. So Taylor with it now, fires it across. And the youngster with it, looks down, nothing to see except the big arms of McKeely Hock.
Oh, unlucky with that.
Indeed, she did get a hand on it. We are 85 kilometres away from the venue, so we'll go with the umpires on that one. Kim, what do you reckon?
Oh, yeah, I think we're better.
So QUT have to go all the way back to the mid-third. Bachelor this time, Condren gets a hand on it. The defensive pressure by the Jets is huge at the moment.
And it's all over the court. They're not just relying on their keeper and their goal defence. It's actually every single player.
Indeed it is. Here we go. O'Brien had a few too many whippets there. Gets the high five from a teammate. She knows she made a blue there. She'll probably get it back, and does! I called it! Oh, but she went out.
She will never give up.
Oh, she'll probably still get it back here. Obstruction this time on Bell. The margin back to 8. It was as low as 6. They were working hard, the QUT, so I could have made it 5. But Jets have settled.
The Jets are really
pressuring. Not called.
No, they're really pressuring QUT to not go down the middle channel, and for that very reason.
Abby Houston just picked that one off from Adams Tahara. It's all Jets again at the moment. Maybe the run from the QUT side is finished. Charlie Bell with the big split. She indicates she may have stepped there, but didn't get called. So, didn't happen.
No, sneaky change of the foot.
So, again, here they go. O'Brien, brilliant to... Oh, and the 1-2 to
Friday.
Beryl Friday. You like seeing that, don't you?
Oh, the goal to goal, I think that is the best 2 options you can have.
So, Beryl Friday, huge game by her.
Here's the Jets' pressure again, really causing the QUT headache in getting it into their goal third.
Indeed, they can't get it in the circle at the moment. Eventually it falls to Bachelor. She shoots short, so the pressure's starting to show on the shooters of QUT.
And there's that confidence, as we were saying before.
Bachelor's missed her last 3. She's 1 from 4 this quarter. So they fire it across. Hams fires Friday. And Beryl Friday on Saturday is dominating.
15-8 in this quarter.
So they're winning it by 7. They won the last one by 10. A 17-goal swing since they lost the first quarter by 6. So Charlie Bell, thank you, I'll have that, she says, and scores. No answers to the QUT side at the moment.
And that height difference in the goal circle is very evident at the moment.
Newson keeps it in but throws it away.
Houston was able to get a hand to it. She's absolutely standing up down that end.
The margin was 6 3 or 4 minutes ago. It's now a 44-32, margin 12. So, Bachelor. Oh, misses there. Alicia Adams Tahara, but gets her own rebound. They're not playing smart, QUT, at the moment. Throwing to double teams, putting the ball to the absolute extremities.
It's like it's the first quarter, but in reverse.
Indeed. So QUT not settled after the quarter-time break. Oh, Hams misread there. Bell went left, Hams through right. And Charlie Bell pressuring it and forces a turnover. They go long, straight. Mustn't be much time on the clock. Messer keeps it in, and, well, that was a scrappy end of the third quarter.
It was.
But it's a quarter that belongs to the Jets. They lead this game by 12, and that was a very impressive quarter by them. Have you got the 16-9?
16-9 in this quarter.
They win it by 7.
The Jets are quite literally on fire.
The Jets are on fire, as called by Kim QUT. You can send all cliches and puns to her at kimqualcott@hotmail.com. We will see if the QUT side can answer this. 12 goals. It's a lot to make up in a quarter, but we'll see if they can when we come back from these messages.
As a small-town girl from a tight-knit family, I was nervous about moving to the city to study at QUT. But I soon found my feet, thanks in part to the Uchery unit, who help Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students like me adapt and thrive. At QUT, I've taken every opportunity that's come my way and was named the Queensland Law Society's First Nations Law Student of the Year. It's been a challenging journey, and QUT is helping me succeed.
Welcome back. It's three-quarter time in our second game, coming to you live from the Tallabudgera Rec Centre for the HART Sapphire Series 2021. It's round 5 action. It is the second-placed QUT side taking on the third-placed Jets, and you wouldn't know it at the moment because it's all Jets. They lead the quarter 44-33. It's a margin of 11, and a 16-9 quarter in the third puts the Jets pretty much in control. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Kim Quat. Kim, you said it before, the Jets are on fire, and they definitely are.
Oh, they are. With a 10-goal lead in the second quarter, 10-goal difference, and then 7 in the third. That's 17 and a half of netball.
17 and a half of netball's impressive. They were down by 6 at quarter time, don't forget. So QUT started well, but it's been all Jets since. And QUT just threw that one away. I'll give you some shooting stats for that third quarter. Very impressive Jets, 9 out of 10. Charlie Bell. More impressive for me is Beryl Friday, 7 out of 8, giving him 16 out of 18 for the match. Sorry, 16 out of 18 for that quarter, 44 out of 51 for the match to the Jets. On the other flip side, 8 out of 9 to Alicia Adams-Tahara, and Riley Batchelor went a little bit missing there, 1 out of 4. So they're 33 out of 39. So they're getting plenty of shots in, just not enough volume. So,
and that's credit to the Jets' defence, really stifling the ability to get it in.
Abby Houston came on, made a big difference, and margin 10. Can they do it, the QUT side, Kim?
Too early to call.
Too early to call.
Because I think they can.
You think
but
they can?
Obviously I'm going for the Jets, so I hope they don't.
So 3 from 3 on your tips. So very impressive. And a long shot there from the aforementioned Beryl Friday. I'm telling you, I think this is the best game she's played all year. So definitely the best one I've seen.
Maybe she needs more strapping every week.
Oh, nice plug there for the sponsors. Nice segue, beautifully done. And the long ball there from the QUT side comes to nothing. It's another throw in. They are just not valuing possession at the moment, the QUT team. Do you think maybe they've had a mental sort of letdown? They did it so easily in the first quarter.
I think that they've not switched off, but they've just not been able to find the rhythm again. And they were shell-shocked, I think, a little bit with the comeback of the Jets. And they've now just not been able to find their connections as well as they did in that first quarter. Brilliant
transition play there by the Jets. And it falls eventually to Charlie Bell. And she scores again. After a shaky start, she has been magnificent. So she was 7 out of 13. And since then has just dominated.
Possession back with the with the Jets, and QUT now putting a bit more pressure, and then we have, I think, a held ball.
Just to finish out, Charlie Bell 22 out of 24 since that little bit of a shaky start. Beryl Friday, the pickpocket, grabs it, and it's back with the Jets. It's all going wrong for the QUT side at the moment.
Yep. There's a bit more communication on court so that they can shut down that play.
So Gribble couldn't stop anything there. It's a margin of 13, 47-34 in favour of the QUT side. And
so we've got
Adams is forced to come out and steps. And it's, I said it once, I'll say it again, it's just going horribly wrong. And Houston will get us going again. She's been super impressive.
when you change up that defence and the attacks just haven't been able to counteract it.
Indeed. So Beryl Friday, we haven't seen Lily Covey at all in this one. Friday has been dominant.
And Bell has...
Charlie Bell ripped that one in.
What a one-handed receive. That was fantastic.
Took that. They're high-fiving her, and so they should. And away they go again.
Oh, great pass from Friday to Bell.
So Charlie Bell, unstoppable at present.
The timing that they both have and know each other's play is beautiful to watch.
Absolutely it is. And a long swinging across from side to side. QUT with no answers. Eventually they go to Bachelor, double team to Adams Tiara. And Abby Houston again. They keep throwing to the double team. Not the smartest play, Kim.
No, and she's playing out of her skin. She gives away a little bit of height, but she's making up for it with her leap and just grabbing that ball and deflections and chasing it up. They've just got no sort of answer to that at the moment for QUT.
So again, they go long, they find Bachelor. She's playing more like a wing than a GA, allowing them to double team on Adams Tahara. Probably won't shoot from there. Looks to pass off, steps in, does shoot eventually. And that is a Mizuno momentum shift. They needed that goal desperately. We've got a timeout. Timeout QUT. Margin is 14, 49 to 35. 35 goals. You'd have to say the offense is slowed considerably for the QUT side, and the body language is not good if you have a look at that.
No.
So,
and if you look at the body language of the Jets, they're up and about.
So Fitzgerald has gone to wing attack for them to try and make a change, but nothing happening at the moment. If the game's gone, is it time to run the bench, Kim?
It is worth it to see what they can give you. I think you give the opportunity to players to step up, and then they can execute what needs to be done to try and peg back this scoreline.
So don't forget, tomorrow we've got one game, just the one. We're heading north. We're heading to the other beach. We're going to Caloundra, where the Thunder are at home to the Cougars, the undefeated Cougars. That's from 5. We'll be on air at 5 to 5. Join us on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, or whatever you do to watch us, or the website. And that is going to be a crackerjack match. Like, you've got some of the best shooters going around. You've got Reekers and Stour. You've got Laurie and Benny and Hunt. It's got a mid-court of My, Gardner and Fitzpatrick, Dyer, French and Litherland. Oh, it's just mouth-watering. And then you go to the defenders. Ruby Bakewell, Doran, Kamo, Olivia Coughlin. Oh, Leah Woolnough, Ashley Barnett. It's what a game that's going to be, Kim.
It's going to be a dream match.
I'll be calling that one with Courier Mail's very own Hannah Davies. So make sure you join us at 5 minutes to 5 in what arguably will be one of the best games you'll ever see, as Lily Gribble swats one out of Beryl Friday's hands. Haven't seen a lot of that this match.
Maybe this is the little spark that QUT need. In the hands of Bachelor now.
Bachelor probably needs to play a little bit more, and it looks like there's been a change at shooter. Yes, there has been. And this will make all the people in Samoa happy, because Sopo Lama Tuteyama Alsop has taken the court, and she is going to dominate this last part. Bachelor wants it. She scored the last goal.
Some good running there by QUT, really trying to open it up, make it easier for the goalers to get that ball into the net.
Pass off to Bachelor, very unselfish play by Alsop. And there's the goal. So Bachelor in some ways might be a more dominant shooter in this and might get her going again. So went a little bit missing in the third.
Well, in this quarter, QUT are only down by 1. So it's a much closer quarter.
So the Jets, they fire it back to Bell. Gribble can't stop that one. And no one can stop Charlie Bell at the moment. So ball fired across.
Here's that defensive pressure you will see from the Jets all night. It's relentless, that type of pressure. So if you can outlast it, you're doing well.
So they go long to Bachelor. She's beautifully covered by Houston, so that was never on. And again, ball gets thrown over the baseline, Kim.
It is one of the, that is a coach killer when you have options and you just throw the ball out of court.
Just quietly, that was an impressive take by Hams. And 3 passes there on the circle, and find Friday Seriously, Beryl Friday has turned back the clock today.
Whatever she's had and whatever routine she did today, stick with it.
Bottle it. If that's your lucky socks, wear them next week.
If you had a really good breakfast, go with that as well.
That strap-it tape has done marvellously well. And eventually it falls to Bell.
There'll have to be some Powerade in there as well.
And maybe she's wearing a gusset ring or something. So, ball back with QUT. That's a nice drive. Not handled well. Fitzgerald eventually gets it to Alsop. She scored. No, she doesn't.
Contact.
It's okay. There is a
obstruction, sorry.
Obstruction call. Houston has done brilliantly in this match. So Alsop gets her total underway. That'll make most of Samoa cheer. Of course, a World Cup rep for that country. And O'Brien with it. Nowhere to go. Finds Friday driving the goal line. Gribble tries to put her off and does. Oh, but we have an obstruction call, so that one doesn't count. So margin of 14, 52 to 38. Friday steps in. No, she's shooting too well, but misses. But Charlie Bell falls out of court, trying to get it back. Beryl cleans it up for her.
She's like, oh, I'm not going to miss it again. That's my ball. I'm taking it back.
There she is, Beryl Friday. Having a hell of a game.
And that was interesting how the defenders weren't able to get possession, even though they missed a couple of times. So their positioning is just slightly out.
So the body language has definitely changed. We were talking about it before, and it's definitely all a lot of pep in the step of the Jets.
Yeah.
And the
that was a goal to Bachelor Door as well. So
QUT side not quite the same sort of enthusiasm. Friday plays it around. Finds O'Brien. Classic triangle again.
Yeah. And Bell, once again.
So, Bachelor and Bell. Bachelor's playing better in this last quarter. That's a loose pass picked off by, that was McKeely Hock, the underrated McKeely Hock.
They've just been a bit unbalanced as well when they've received the passes, QUT. So they just need to just take a deep breath before they release, so they're not sort of falling out of court.
So the Jets are like a well-oiled machine at the moment, and they are powering along 55 to 39 on the official scoreboard with just under 6 to go, 55-39.
And 11-6 this quarter.
11-6 to the Jets. If they win this one, they'll take home 16 competition points. And I'm going to be testing my maths here. I'm going to have a look at the table.
Well, that will take them up if they get 16.
67, so they'll be equal with the Cougars in first, but Cougars do have a game in hand. So assuming the Cougars lose all 4 quarters tomorrow, which it will be difficult, but if they do, then Jets could be on top. So that would be a turnaround. Oh, somehow Hams keeps that in, crashes into the front row in the corporate area. And we've got just over 5 to play.
It's great support for the crowd as well at Talabudra, which is fantastic.
Well, it's a Gold Coast home game, but they've stuck around and watched 2 of the better teams, and obviously very happy with their home side that won today in a very good match. That one, we commentated that one earlier. It was 54 to 43 in favour of the Wildcats. Of the Bond University Bull Sharks over the Wildcats.
And Friday's just turned and taken another beautiful shot mid-range.
I'm serious. Beryl should be ringing the Firebirds. She's back. So, and that is the form that got her in the Firebirds years ago. We got her 2 championship rings. So the ball still with QUT. They are not finding the circle nearly as well as when they started this game.
That pressure. I think it all comes down to that pressure from the Jets.
So Bachelor clears it out for Alsop, who passes off unselfishly. And a nice shot there by Bachelor, but it's a little bit too little too late. We've only got 4 to play. Like, I know you picked the Jets, but did you expect such a big margin?
No. I think when QUT became unsettled, it's unsettled them for the whole game. And they haven't been able to get back into it as much.
So you're a coach? Like, what was the mindset there? Was it just literally took the pressure off, or is it just that the Jets started playing too well, or what was it? What do you reckon it was?
I just think, yeah, the Jets came back and they kept it really, really tight. And then QUT weren't able to find a way of coming back.
So Bachelor scores another one, gets the margin to 16. But we're inside the last 3. QUT with it now, getting a few turnovers back. But the change, moving, obviously Abby Houston on, taking Siobhan Sherler off, seems to have made all the difference. It stopped the free-flowing attack of the QUT side.
And the classic, the classic coach thing is that if you put doubt in the mind of the mid-court, you've won the match.
Confuse the space.
Exactly.
That is what we all say as coaches, confuse the space. I also say be the ball. You can write that one down.
I'll take that with me.
Write that down. So the ball back with Verve. Looks in, and a long pass there from Fitzgerald to nobody. And we've said that a lot today. They've hit that back net.
It's uncharacteristic, very uncharacteristic of QT.
It's not a Paula Stewart coach side. Oh, Alsop gets Condren. Condren not happy, shakes the head. But she's as tough as teak.
And she's back up.
Yes, Ricky Stewart, she's as tough as teak. So the ball back with the... I said 2 Ricky Stewart things. I haven't got any rise out of you. So not touching it. So the ball back with QUT.
Oh, there's no need. The players are showing us the evidence.
Indeed. So there it is with Verve. That's a nice play. That's been missing for a while. Nice simple play, triangle offense. They get the goal.
That's what they've needed all for the last 3 quarters.
So the margin's 15. The quarter still belongs to the Jet, Kim?
Yes, it does. It is 13-9.
13-9, and definitely I'd say they're probably going to, with a minute 28 to go, they're probably definitely going to get the competition points. So they'll get 16. That'll take them to 57. 2 points here to the QUT side will take them to 57. So they'll be entrenched in 3rd. Cougars 1, Jets 2 on percentage. I'd say that will go that way. And QUT 3, Thunder 4. But Thunder and Cougars play tomorrow. So if you want a nice day out, you can go up to Mooloolaba, get yourself some prawns, sit on the deck there at the old fish markets, slip down to Caloundra. Oh, I might do that myself.
You should. You should.
So sounds like a fun day.
Well, the minute and a half to go, hopefully it'll be good for the QUT just to come out and really to take dominance of this last last minute and a half to build for next week.
An hour and a half for this, surely. So, no, 90 seconds to go. I'd love to go up the coast, but unfortunately the Queensland men's team start training tomorrow. We're resuming. Of course, our tournament was put off due to COVID. We normally play at Easter time, so we've had to put that off. We're going back to Adelaide on the 3rd of July for a week-long tournament. And hopefully that will be live streamed, and you can watch that as well. There's Brookie Hams. She is a legend player with the Jets, been with them a long time, with the Lions prior to that. Fun fact, paramedic. So
there you go.
Got a great job as well, does an incredible lot of work in the community. So,
like many of our netballers.
Oh, absolutely. How many teachers have we got? We've got a lot of teachers. So many teachers, lawyers, all sorts of professions covered. So the ball back with Riley Bachelor. She's finishing well now. Went through a bit of a lull in the 3rd quarter and the start of the 4th. Finishing strongly, which is a pleasing thing for her coach. But unfortunately the job's done by the Jets. And Lily Cubby looks like she's on. She is with Beryl. And Beryl misses. Cubby can't pull it in. Cubby was huge last week.
She was creating a lot of movement against the Thunder. So it's good that she's been able to get on for the last minute or so.
It's only 90 seconds. Will she take the shot? No, she won't. Give it to her now. She's going to shoot. Yes, she is. Lily Cubby shoots. Ooh, and misses, unfortunately. That could be the only shot she gets because there's not long to go in this one. 40 seconds. QUT with it. Lisa gets it, takes one for her troubles. Verve looks in, another turnover. How many times have they turned it over, feeding the circle?
Again, I think they've gone too quick. Like, they've got great speed, but they haven't used it to the best advantage this evening.
So good to see Caitlin Pollock's out there as well. She's at wing defence, up from the Ruby. A former Lions player as well in the old comp. So Pollock doing well. She's one of the mothers. There's a whole heap of mothers on the court at the moment. QUT got 3. Caitlin Pollock's a mum as well.
No goal.
So we're inside the last 10 seconds. The ball is with Abby Houston. And there's the siren. It goes to the aforementioned Pollock. But the match is over. It's a margin of 14, 57-43. And I'm telling you, I think the Jets just made a statement that they are title contenders, Kim.
Absolutely, and I think the first quarter was, again, uncharacteristic for them. But then the second and third, fourth quarter was uncharacteristic for QUT. It's not what we've seen this year.
I was talking to the coach about 2 weeks ago, and I said that the 3 weeks, they got a horrible 3-week stretch where they played Cougars, Thunder and QUT, and I said that's going to make or break your season. And after the Cougars game, I think there was a few worried faces in the Jets camp, but Tracy Jeans-Fraser, brilliant in the way she's rallied the troops, got them back together, and they've had 2 impressive wins. Last week was very impressive, and today probably even more so.
Oh, absolutely. I think they literally have put their Jets on, and they were able to totally dominate in defence and then switch it up with the goaling. Bell and Friday today were just phenomenal.
Let's talk QUT for a minute. Who's their best, and where was the game won and lost for them?
I think Bachelor Door was most likely the one that stood out for the whole game, even though she had some quiet patches.
Had a dodgy third quarter.
She did.
1 from 4.
She did, but I think overall, Bachelor Door was probably one of their stronger players. Veve also had a good patch, but I think for them it was really their speed and not being able to get it into their attack end.
Speaking of speed, they lost Keisha Grant. She went to New Zealand, took advantage of the bubble opening up with New Zealand to show her newborn to her family, and they probably missed her for a bit.
Yes, absolutely.
And the Jets, oh, geez, it's hard to pick a good one there because there were so many. Who do you reckon, if you had to pick a player of the game, who would you pick?
Abby Houston.
Houston, we have no problem. She was amazing. Shut down Alicia Adams-Tahara brilliantly and quietened down Bachelor Door as well for a little bit. But Charlie Bell started a bit slowly, then hits 22 out of 23, goes on a bit of a run.
Beryl.
For me, Beryl Friday. Like, that is Beryl Friday 5 years ago.
Yep.
Like, that's Firebird Beryl today.
Yep.
So I was pretty impressed by that. And again, O'Brien and Hams, it's hard to pick one standout.
Definitely.
Probably you can only rule out the 3 that didn't get a lot of court time, Sherlock, Pollock and Cubby, but any of the others all played brilliantly. I kind of agree with Abby Houston was impressive, so she was probably the game changer.
She was a game changer. I think that when she came on, QUTs didn't have the answers for her.
So there it is, 57-43. We've called 2 games today. The Bull Sharks were victorious. Similar scoreline. They were 54-43 over the Wildcats. And that there was the Jets taking care of business, 57-43 over the QUT side. So don't forget, tomorrow we're on air 5 minutes to 5 p.m. 16:55 for you people that don't know the military time. And it is a cracker. It's first versus fourth. Thunder at home taking on the Cougars. Some great names there. Laurie, Hunt, Rika, Stour. That will be an incredible match. Thank you to all our sponsors. HART Sports, of course, Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin, Powerade, Bondovite and Strap It. All our pictures today being broadcast to you by Double Take Sport. Gina and the team do an amazing job and we thank them for that. Kim, it's been impressive. Great to commentate with you. Thank you for joining us.
No, thank you, Dave.
I know you've come a long way. You've had to drive up from the Goldie to sit in the hub here, so we appreciate that and we hope to see you again in the future.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, join us tomorrow. My name's Dave Mills, signing off. It's bye for now, and as always, be brilliant, people.